Good morning, teachers and friends. We are from Group 1, and we are about to presentate about the Pacific Ocean.
The definition of the Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the largest of the world's oceans, lying between America to the east and Asia and Australia to the west.
The location of the Pacific Ocean is from the Antarctic region in the south to the Arctic in the north, and lying between the continents of Asia and Australia on the west, and North America and South America on the east.
This is a few pictures of the Pacific Ocean ecosystem, and we can see due to the size of the Pacific Ocean and how large it is, we can see that there are a lot of animals, species, and also plants to learn about.
The reason why we chose the Pacific Ocean. It is because the Pacific Ocean is the largest and deepest ocean on Earth that spans 60 million square miles, which will mean there are a lot of interesting creatures to talk about in this science project.
The primary consumers of the Pacific Oceans has copepods, and the secondary consumers are amphipods. Tertiary consumers are tunas. Producers consist of phytoplankton, seagrasses, kelp, some types of bacteria, and algae. Decomposers are fungi, marine worms, echinoderms, crustaceans, and mollusks.
For native species of the Pacific Ocean, we pick blue whale. For invasive species, we pick lionfish, and for extinct species, we pick megalodon.
The abiotic factors are sand, underwater volcanoes, shells, rocks, corals, salt water, soil, pebbles, and trash.
The interaction between the biotic factors with the food chain. Biotic factors interact in ways that affect each other's survival and reproduction. Interactions between biotic factors can be divided into 5 main types of ecological relationships: competition, predation, commensalism, mutualism, and parasitism.
We picked two species that has adapted to the Pacific Ocean ecosystem, an animal and a plant. First, we'll start with the animal. So for the animal, we picked a southern rockhopper penguin, which is one of the species that live and has adapted to the ecosystem of the Pacific Ocean. Its diet includes and consists of eating krills, squids, and etc. And the predators of this penguin species is fur seals, sea lions, and also likely whale killers. Its habitat is among the craggy, wind-swept shorelines of the Pacific Ocean. To stay warm in the cold waters of the Pacific Ocean, these penguins have adapted to create an inner layer of fat and an outer layer of waterproof feathers. They have an important role in the ecosystem because they are predators, they consume and produce. They keep the food chain in balance. Humans have decreased the population of these penguins because of global warming and pollution. Now for plant, we picked kelp. So giant kelp, their diet consists of harvesting the sun's energy through the process of photosynthesis and does not feed on other organisms. Kelp grow predominantly along the eastern Pacific coast from Alaska and Canada to the waters of Baja California. Kelp forests are composed of rapidly growing large brown algae. To survive in the Pacific Ocean, instead of sending roots into the soils, kelp hold fast attached to submerged rocks, meaning they float around in the water. Kelp has a substantial impact on the surrounding marine ecosystem by affecting various organisms in direct and indirect ways. The physical effects of non-living things on kelp include warmer than normal summer and seasonal changes to currents that bring fewer nutrients to kelp forests, meaning that seasonal changes and summers, usually hot weathers, will actually damage the kelp and give it fewer nutrients, which weaken the kelp. Beyond feeding, other organisms interact with kelp in many different ways.
Thank you for listening to our presentation. God bless you.